Hi everyone, Darren here, Forex Solutions. In this video I'm just going to give you more information which will supplement the installation doc on configuring your expert advisor, aka trading bot, and get you started and going. So following on from the previous video and previous step 7, which is how to access your VPS. So you would have received your settings, your password, and you're about to log in. You'd enter your password, and if you remember in the first step, the very first step of the setup, you received something that looked like this, which was your trading details. And from these trading details, I told you that you needed your MetaTrader login, your MetaTrader password, your MetaTrader server, and your investor password. So I told you to keep those safe, so hopefully you've done that. And let's proceed here. So once you're happy, you log in with your password and username that I've provided you with, and the first screen you see will look exactly like this one. And for me, I'm using a demo account, so I'm going to enter my information that I received, and you should do the same, but obviously your own details. So you'd select the server that relates to your account like you received over here. So your MetaTrader server would be FBS 1 to 10. In this particular example, I'm FBS demo, so I would use the demo account. I would say next. Because you already created an account, all you need to do is say existing account, enter your details. Again, from the previous setup, your MetaTrader login, so this is your trading account number, and that needs to be entered in this login field over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter mine, and then your password it's asking you for over here is not your investor password but your MetaTrader password, and this is the master password which trades and the bot uses to execute trades. So I'm going to go ahead and enter mine now. And make sure that you've said save password. This is important, you need to have it saved, otherwise it's not going to remember it. So once you've done that, click finish, and you'd see on the bottom right over here that there's no connection. It's in a red state, and it will stay like that until your account has been connected. Always keep an eye. It's important to know that you are connected to the server and the FBS trading broker, and you can see it's now changed. Sorry about that.
Incoming mail.
You'll basically get those sounds when you've logged in, and that's normal. It will only happen once. And from here you'll be able to see, if you click on the trade button over here at the bottom, how much deposit you will have. Keep in mind this is a cent account, so if you deposit $1, that's technically 100 cents. If you deposit $10, so on and so forth, you just move the comma 2 places to the left or divide it by 100, and that is your actual balance. So once you've done that, you'll see over here your interface looks identical to mine, and from there you can verify that it's your account by clicking over here and looking. Okay, that's your name, that's your server you've logged on. Expert advisors, these are the bots, which is commonly called in the Forex community, and you'd see these two are the normal ones that come with the program that aren't actually bots but more of an indicator, so you won't use those. These is anything other than these three that are here would be bots, or you'd be able to use them. So basically what you're going to do from here on is I'm going to show you how to add a currency onto MetaTrader. So I will give you the currency pairs that you need to use. So I'm just going to use any one of these as an example. So let's use the Euro and Japanese, Great British Pound, sorry. And you can see over here, by default, the account goes to Euro GBP H1. Now make sure that at the top over here, you are selecting the correct time frame. All charts come with a time frame, and the time frame we trade on is H4. So always make sure that any chart you add, doesn't matter which chart you add from the left menu over here, you add it as H4. And if you want to look at other charts, you're more than welcome to, but only add charts with the bot that I give you. If you do any other funny settings, I hold no accountability for your error. I'm showing you exactly how to do it, so let me just show you again. The currency pair that you need to use will be in the settings. You'd be provided it in the installation document right at the bottom, and often posted on the Telegram group. So you drag and hold, and you dump it into the gray area of MetaTrader, and you'd see by default it says H1, and you change that to H4. And it's the same for any currency pair you add. It defaults to H1, and you need to set it so that it's H4. Drag and hold, currency pairs there, by default H1. Make sure it's set to H4. Okay, so now you know how to add charts. This is how you close the chart. You click the X over there. Now I'm going to show you how to add the bot to the currency chart. So drag and hold the respective currency pair. Make sure the time frame is correct. At the bottom over here on the left, you can see your bot is over here. And what you do is the same procedure, just like you drag the currency pair onto the gray area. You now are going to drag this bot onto the chart and not onto the gray area. And immediately when you do that, you'll be hit with this menu. You go to common over here. The only setting you need to change is allow trading. Make sure that is ticked. You click on inputs. There's a whole list of settings here. Only few settings you will need to know how to do. The starting hours is normally by default set to 0 hours, means it starts at 12 a.m. The stop hour is 24, so that's 12 a.m. So basically these two settings mean it's trading 24 hours a day, but I possibly will have future settings that might require you to change the trading times, but for now that's the default setting, so you leave it as 0:24 unless otherwise instructed. All of these other settings stay the same. The only other setting you need to change often is when you say the fixed lot size. This is the lot size that you will be provided with on the installation guide. Let me just give you an example here. So on the lot sizes, you'll be given a chart that looks something similar to this, and these lot sizes over here all are the same lot size settings you need to make for your individual currency pairs. So as you can see, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, Euro JBP, and Euro USD, AUD CAD, AUD JPY all have their respective lot sizes. If they are in green, within your required investment size, and they're not in red, then you add them. The ones in red do not need to be added, so don't bother with those currency pairs. So these are the currency pairs you add. Once you've done that and you're happy and you've seen this chart, you'll know what lot sizes you need to make, and you'd make them over here where it says fixed lot size. So you just double click on it, and you'd enter the respective lot size of your account. The only other setting you'd need to make is the DeMarti, which is the multiplier. You double click on that and always make sure that this is set to 1.5. Change it from 1.7 to 1.5. Once you've done that, you say OK. And you'll see the bot has now been added, but it's got a sad face. So what that indicates that is it means it's not trading. So to enable the trading, all you need to do, once you've set up all your charts and you've dragged the respective charts that you need to trade with, all you need to do is click on this auto trading tab over here, and that will enable your trades. And like I've said before, to make sure your account is functioning correctly, there's a few things I'm going to show you now that can help you troubleshoot any potential issues that may arise. Always make sure over here that your connection status is green, and that if you left click on it, that you have a black tick next to one of these particular servers, and it will be automatic. You shouldn't have to do it any time. And always make sure once you've logged into your VPS, if you hover over the FPS icon over here, there's only one instance. Always make sure there's only one instance and there's not another one of these square windows next to it over here. If there's two, then you need to close all of them again, and on your desktop you need to make sure that you only click on this once. Give it some time to open, and once it's open, your trading will continue. So just a recap, this red square over here indicates that trading is not enabled, and if you click it, you will see that this smiley face changes to a happy face, and this icon over here changes to a green play button. And that's basically it. So you learned how to add your bot, you've learned how to add your currency pair and troubleshoot some basic issues. There's not much else that can go wrong. This is a very stable system. It runs on Windows Server 2012 R2, which is a very stable operating system, so there's not anything you can break. You don't have administrative access to the server, so you can't make a setting that can break the server. You can only accidentally close any charts or anything over here. And another good piece of information before I exit, never ever close this red X on the top right corner here. Always make sure that the only X that you click when you exit your VPS is this blue bar at the top over here. Always make sure when you exit your VPS you are only clicking on this X over here. You can minimize it to your desktop and then bring it back up again, but I would recommend, if you're not going to stay on your VPS, you always click this X over here. At no time ever do you need to click on this red X at the top right here. If you do that, you will then close your MetaTrader and the bot cannot trade for you. So make sure you never ever click on this red X. The only other X's you might have to click on is if you wanted to close a chart and click this X over here. But if you do that and you have trades open over here in this menu at the bottom, you'd see there now it says 0, there's no trades running. But if you had trades here and you close the currency chart, it will not execute any other trades. So basically all you need to do is to know that. And one last piece of information, and this is to the people who are going to upgrade their bots. If you are going to upgrade your bot from any other bot to a higher level than the one you currently have, all you need to do is, if you have trades open at the bottom over here and you know you have trades open, you just double click on the bot over here. This menu will appear, and the setting you need to do is make sure that the start hour and the stop hour are both identical. So either change them to both 0 or both 24, and basically what that will do is that any trades that are open will then be closed within the time frame that they need to be closed in. And that's it. So when your trades have closed, say OK to apply these two settings. You say OK, and once your trades have closed out and your bot has been added to your VPS, the same procedure will apply. You just drag and drop the bot onto the currency pair and you say yes, and the settings will apply differently to whatever bot you've purchased. You'd make the DeMarti the fixed lot size and change the start hour back to 0, the stop hour back to 24, and you'd say common, allow trading, say OK, and your bot is happy. And make sure that this over here is enabled with the green play button. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.